All right, so today we're going to dive into something pretty interesting. It's an online college that's built on this one really powerful idea that students should be partners, not just, customers. We're going to break down the unique philosophy of Global Education's online learning college and see exactly what makes it tick.
But first, let me just ask you something. What if learning wasn't this thing that just happened to you? What if you were an active partner in designing your own educational journey, literally every step of the way? Just keep that question in your mind as we go. So, to really understand how they pull this off, we're going to use a framework that was made popular by Simon Sinek. It's called the Golden Circle. And we're starting right at the heart of it, with the why. This is all about the fundamental purpose, the belief system that fuels everything else they do.
Now, for Global Educations, this why isn't just some vague mission statement they hang on a wall. Nope, their entire model is built on a really specific set of values. You got to see this as the bedrock, right? We need to understand this first before we can see how the rest of it is all built on top.
So have a look at these. What's really telling here is the language they use. Words like empowerment, nurture, inclusive, and team. I mean, that doesn't just scream academic rigor, does it? It points to a supportive, collaborative, and super learner-centric environment. This is basically the philosophical DNA of the entire college.
Okay, so now that we've got the why down, let's move out one layer in that circle to the how. How do they actually take those values and put them into practice? Well, this is where their mission statement really gives us the playbook. And here we go. This is the absolute key. Their mission is all about providing structured opportunities for learners to have direct involvement in evaluating and shaping their own learning experience. Think about that. This isn't just about filling out a feedback form at the end of the semester. It's about giving learners a real seat at the table.
The mechanism they use to make this happen actually has a name: co-production. It's a simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. The institution and the learner work together as partners to literally produce the educational experience. The learner isn't just a consumer anymore. They're a co-creator.
And this breaks it down perfectly. You can see how it works in practice. It's a three-step process. First, learners have a right to participate. That's huge. Second, they actively help shape what and how they learn. And third, get this, they're even involved in evaluating how effective the teaching is. It's a complete 360-degree loop.
You know, the end goal here is so much bigger than just getting a degree. By giving learners this level of control and responsibility, the college is aiming to develop them as effective citizens. It's like they're teaching you how to participate by having you actually practice it from day one.
Okay, let's move to the final ring of that golden circle. We've seen the why, those core values, and we've seen the how, the mission of co-production. So what's the final result? What does this kind of learning actually look like in the end?
This slide just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the traditional model. Knowledge is handed down from the top, and the student is basically a passive receiver. But on the other side, you have the Global Educations model, a co-produced experience that's designed to create an active citizen through direct involvement. It's night and day.
So the what, the thing they actually produce, isn't just a list of courses. It's the whole philosophy in action. It's so clear how that mission to involve learners flows right from those values we saw earlier, like empowerment and team. The final product is the partnership itself. The whole college experience is reshaped by this one powerful idea. The student is a partner.
Okay, so we've covered the why, the how, and the what. But let's really boil this down. What's the single most important thing to take away from this whole approach? Why does this even matter?
It all comes down to this, really. In this model, if someone asks, how many partners are involved in your education, the answer is always at least one: you. It completely reframes the student's role from just being a passive sponge to being an essential, active partner in the whole process. So let's do a quick recap of what we've covered. It all starts with this foundation of really empowering values. Then, that's put into action through a mission of co-production, where students and the college are in it together. And the ultimate goal? It's not just about grades. It's about developing active, engaged citizens.
Which of course leaves us with one final pretty big question. In a world where engagement is everything, could this model of co-creation and partnership actually be the future of online learning? It's definitely something worth thinking about.